Thank you. Good evening. Order. Sentimental nostalgia. I hope that's not all this evening is going to be about. There might be some of that, I'm sure. But if you'll allow me to start with a few thank yous. I'd like to thank Glynis Brown for agreeing to speak, and for agreeing to speak before we knew it was going to be a sellout tonight. I've assured Glynis that the room is full, down to the quality of her speech, the anticipation of waiting for that, so no pressure there, Glynis. Glynis was actually my maths teacher in the 1980s when I was about 16. Youngster. Thank you. Glynis actually put me in a Saturday detention. I've got to say that although I was innocent, I'm over it now. And I am fully preparing myself to forgive her. I'd also like to thank John Parkinson. Where's John? There he's down here. We have an old Humans Association committee, and John is the secretary. I'd like to thank him for providing clarity to our rumblings. Thank you, John. Some of you might find this hard to believe, but this evening actually required some organisation, only some, and so I'd like to thank Mike Kerr, Claire Venables, Paul Martin, Nigel Vivers for... I'm just saying Mr. Vivers to release most of them got had to withdraw. It was hard work. We had planning meetings in a pub in Hale, followed by contemplation next door in the curry house. It wasn't easy. Mr. Shaw was also present, and now Mr. Shaw is not a man, Ian Shaw. He's not a man. Mr. Shaw is not a man to miss out on planning meetings in Indian restaurants. And the invitation that went out to you all had Ian's address on it, and he hadn't actually agreed to do that before he went out. So, yes, again, thank you to Ian for doing stuff that he hadn't agreed to do. Tuesday, the 6th of September 1983, might not be a memorable day for most of you or any of you, but it was actually the first day at William Hume for about 40 chaps. It was all guys then. It was our first day at school, and so there was actually 126 of us sprogs. Sprogs, wearing slightly large, clean, crisp blazers, milling bemused around the old hall. That we all share similar memories of our school days. I'm actually trying to forget my 11-year-old boy's behaviour in Mr. Gracie's Latin class. Such was the austere figure that Mr. Gracie commanded, his classroom persona, that I actually, when I first came to one of these dinners, when I was in my 30s, actually ducked on speaking to him. And in fact, it took me another 2 or 3 dinners before I had the courage. There was still some fear in my hind brain. I couldn't say hello. But I'm glad I did say hello, and I'm glad that I can make that approach and finally said hello. I can also remember that Mr. Beaver's geography field trips seemed every year we went to Mantor. Certainly he was taking us behind Hargreaves Falls. I don't know if everybody... I don't know if anybody remembers that frozen day above Hardraw, trying to keep a place with the tireless marching figures of Colin Langford and Mr. Haynes. I've actually checked I've actually checked the logs and the tables, and there is no mountain more remote or as large than Great Shunner Fell when you're 12 years of age. And perhaps you remember Mr. Dunn's and Wyn Jones's rugby training sessions, the exhaustion. He used to have us out doing press-ups in the dark, on the field, in frozen mud.
England would have won today if they'd done that.
I don't mind, but I wasn't even on the team. It's interesting how attitudes to exercise change over time. My uncle captained a Northwest rugby team, Oral rugby team, in the 1960s. And he said that rugby training in his day was just one lap of the pitch, but not too fast because you didn't want to put your flag out. Or maybe you have a memory of trying to keep pace with French, with your vocab. I had Mr. Fisher as a and I had trouble keeping up with his English, let alone his French. And if anyone ever had a dressing down from Mr. Loveland, I'm sure that's not something that they would ever forget.
Sorry.
And I believe that that applies to the pupils as well. I'd like to thank Morris yet again. He was treasurer for many years at the Old Youth Association. He retired last year. I hope he doesn't tell Nelson for saying this, but he certainly contributed to the Old Youth Association for decades. So thank you. There's a lot of accumulated knowledge in this room, good and bad, and it would be nice if more of you could share those good experiences with the school pupils. The school has various events throughout the year. You can actually come in, you can speak to the sixth form, you can address the sixth form, tell them about your business, about your successes, tell them the meaning of life. An alumni association that doesn't stand in a school won't be standing for much longer. See what I did there? Our website is on the back of the menu. You can have a look. If you're not a member, join up. You can send us your photos. Thanks to Dr. Ahmed, Amar for collating all these photos. YouTube channel, Facebook. I'd like to thank Ali Hardy for sorting out, where's Ali? Sorting out Facebook and arranging that. For those of you who don't know what Facebook is, perhaps you need to stay in more. My final point before the toast is a quote from Charles Dickens' Great Expectations. as it is. That was a memorable day to me, for it made great changes in me. Pause. Pause, you who read this, and think of the long chain of iron or gold, of thorns or flowers, that would never have bound you but for the formation of the first link on one memorable day. Our memorable day was going to William Hume. We are all bound by our education, forged in the same place, and a chain of events from William Hume has lifted us all. And to continue the quote, to boulderize and to downright Hume's, Dickens's, Smithy imagery, I'd like to think that the fires of education, through Briggs, through Mr. Patriarcha, and through the current Episcopal Holland, may they continue to burn brightly. Thank you. So that brings me to our first formal toast of the evening. Please be upstanding. Ladies and gentlemen, the toast is Her Majesty the Queen, the Duke of Lancaster.